Today we went on a fantastic road trip. Our driver Vinay first took us to the Wagah border ceremony, and then on the way home to the Sadda Pind. But before that we had to stop to eat, so we stopped at this place recommended by our driver Vinay. We're at the Wagah border here in the north of the Punjab, on the border with Pakistan, where they have a ceremony. I call it like peacock ceremony, where you have the army guys stomping around and lowering the flags, and it is a bit of a spectacle, like a tourist attraction, and something quite unique, I guess you could say. So here we have the flags of India and Pakistan. It just shows you how close we are to the border right now. So we're going to go and enjoy that ceremony. And just recently, of course, there were some tensions between India and Pakistan, and as per my understanding, Trump intervened and was able to de-escalate the situation. It was looking like we were a bit concerned about coming to India, so with that hovering over us, so we're glad that that was resolved, so but way before we came here. So if you come here, you want to bring your passport, because apparently you can get into a... You want to bring your passport if you come here, because apparently you can get into a VIP lane if you have your passport as a tourist, which means you can get through a bit quicker. In fact, I can see the VIP lane just over there. Let's go down the VIP lane, guys. So we're going to go down that VIP lane now. At least that's what our driver told us anyway. So we should be able to... Yeah, the army guy is actually beckoning me to come down the VIP lane. So that's what we're going to do. Hello. UK passport is okay?
No.
Thank you. So we just got to remember that we're at the A5 car park back there. So expecting it to be quite this popular, to be honest. I thought maybe it was more of a tourist attraction, but it looks like a lot of the locals actually come in here as well. So okay. If you want some pasta, that's the place you go. So yeah, if you're not in the VIP lane, that's the queue you've got to queue up in. India's first line of defence, welcome to JCP Attari. So here we are. It looks like there's a bit of a male-female segregation going on here. So we'll just go down the male lane here. They just frisk you down and search your bags here. Make sure you're not doing anything dodgy, trying to bring anything dodgy inside. Hold it out a minute. So guys, do not bring a phone charger, because they will you're not allowed to bring a phone charger inside this place. We've been asked to go and put it in the deposit place area. So just a tip, don't bring your phone charger with you.
So what are you going to do now?
They're back. Are they back?
Huh?
They're there.
Can you see them? Oh yeah, I see them. So they're just on their way back now. To be honest, these army guys are pretty cool. Once I explain it to them, they're just letting me stand here. So, no great shakes. Just a small minor inconvenience. But as we get to go through the VIP lane, because we're tourists with our passports anyway, it's not too bad. In fact, I can see my wife and son coming back now. I didn't actually have to show my passport so far, but I think it's probably best to have your passport on you, just in case you do get asked to show it. I don't know if I will get asked to show it a bit further along. There's also a sign to watch your possessions here, so I infer from that there may be pickpockets on the prowl around here. But to be honest, you better have your wits about you wherever you go in India, pretty much. It's not like Qatar, where we just came from. You can see that folks have little India flags painted on their cheeks. So I guess what they call this is the daily beating retreat. They beat their retreat.
Wait, when we get there, we'll go.
No, I'm not going to.
So here's a statue of a famous Indian warrior, and I saw this statue yesterday, but I can't remember his name right at this moment. I'll check it out later. An old cannon, and looks like they're growing some crops here as well. Armoured vehicle dude with machine gun. Toilet, which a few of us need to use right now. Wow, there's that big, huge flag up there. Another tip, you have to pay 5 rupees to use the bogs here. This may look like a palatial toilet, but it stinks, I can tell you. One of the stinkiest toilets in India. Yeah, hold my. Yeah.
I don't know. No,
I can't barge past. So on this bit here, there is a big queue, but again, if you've got your passport, you'll get through quicker because you go forward to the VIP line, which is just here. All right. becomes immediately obvious is that there is no one at all on the Pakistan side. Apart from just a few people. And also the music on the India side is a bit more groovy. So that was quite a spectacle. So normally the gates would be open, I believe, and they would the soldiers shake hands at the end and close the gate. But because of the recent escalations that Trump de-escalated, I guess, the gates were shut today. So that bit was missing. So that was the Wagah border ceremony. Definitely a worthwhile experience. Very entertaining. Some ways quite comical. But yeah, display of military force also, and patriotism. So now on to the next place. Sadda Pind. Sadda Pind welcomes you. Welcome to Sadda Pind. Sadda Pind is like a reconstructed village, just on the outskirts of Amritsar, or maybe within Amritsar. And we just stopped here on our way back from the Attari Wagah border ceremony. It's literally on the way back. We actually passed it on the way. And apparently there's a lot going on here. There's games for kids. There's all kinds of things you can do, and so it costs, like, for 2 adults, 2 kids, about £30 sterling or 3,400 rupees. But that also includes your dinner, your food. So thinking about it, it's probably quite good value for money. So here we are at the Sadda Pind.
एक कॉइन मैजिक से इस कॉइन का मैजिक देखना, कॉइन गायब होगा, इस कॉइन के 4 कॉइन बनेंगे। देखो मैजिक से 1 कॉइन के 4 कॉइन।
This is a little magic show.
1 2 3 चेक करना, सिंगल कॉइन या डबल कॉइन, चेक द कॉइन, 1 कॉइन या 2 कॉइन, चेक जाओ। इस टोकरी का मैजिक दिखाओ, 1 2 3 एक टोकरी या इधर कबूतर, मैजिक का कबूतर सर 1 कबूतर, 1 2 3 सिंगल कबूतर मैजिक से गायब होगा। मैजिक देखना, 1 कबूतर मैजिक से गायब, इसके 2 होंगे डबल। सिंगल से मैजिक से 2 पिजन कैसे होंगे, एक और लाओ। ये लास्ट मैजिक। इसी मैजिक पे सर मैम खुश होके कला पे इनाम देके जाते हैं। सिंगल से डबल कैसे होंगे, मैजिक से। इसी कला पे खुश होके सर टिप देके जाते हैं। 1 2 3 2 Your last magic close.
Some Indian rabbits and some Indian geese and some Indian ducks and chickens and some quite interesting Indian smells. Although it smelled quite nice on the way in with the incense stick burning. There's a swarm of bugs attracted by the light there. And that was an Indian gecko. So as you can see, this Sadda Pind is a whole like little village, replica village in Amritsar, with lots of fun things going on, where you just wander around from one bit to the next, and yeah, you can see things like the biggest god in India. Was it Harpreet buttermilk? What is it? So here we have like a cart, and we've got like a replica, whatever this is, straw storage house. And over here I think we can actually get some roti. Wow, look at this. They seem to be cooking with wood here. Some fresh rotis. Check out this fresh saag and roti. The saag is not something I'm normally super keen on, but I'll definitely give it a little taste. And here is the village room set up. Lady told me off. She said I gotta come down. You're looking there. I Amritsar. I Amritsar. I feel like maybe they've missed the heart or something. I Amritsar.
जनानियां हाथ में पीसे आटा जिरा पाओ उसी रोटी बन देंगे सर जैसे न्यूट्रल वैसे ही है ना आटा वाले सेम है स्पागे ना खोलेगा
A flavour of Amritsar as a foodie place and as a place to shop. Our driver Vinay took us into the centre of Amritsar, near the Golden Temple, to a renowned Indian suit shop. There's some fascinating sights to see in the Indian cities, never a dull moment, and Amritsar is no exception. We saw a little beggar girl by the roadside, which was sad to see, but a common sight in India. She was a little bit camera shy. We saw a couple of statues on the way. I think this one may have been a statue of Nehru, India's first Prime Minister, but I'm not entirely sure. We arrived at the Indian suits shop and were ushered upstairs, where we were asked to take our shoes off, and we walked along the carpet and we were seated and given a VIP treatment with a complimentary cup of coffee, and also given the sales spiel. This is a slightly upmarket Indian suits place. It's where our driver Vinay said that he would come normally for a special occasion, such as purchasing an outfit for a wedding. However, the prices are still ridiculously cheaper than back in the UK, so we stocked up on a few suits. It's quite amusing to see one of the employees in the store taking a quick nap. Our next mission was to find somewhere to grab a bite to eat, and we took a recommendation from our driver Vinay, who took us to a tandoori chicken restaurant, Beera Chicken House. The grand total of the bill was 1,200 rupees for the four of us plus Vinay, so that made five of us. And we had tandoori chicken, dal, paneer, naan breads, all of that for 5 people cost her out about 12 quid. What a bargain. The food was out of this world, absolutely delicious. We were given the customary jeera at the end as a breath freshener. We asked Vinay if we should get some Indian tea at the end of the meal, but he said that we should go to a different place on the way back to the hotel that specialised in tea and that all the locals of Amritsar flocked to. So we took his advice and got back in the taxi and headed over to this mystery place. It turns out that the name of the place was Hira Paneer Wala. No complaints about the Indian tea, it was spicy and delicious. We even noticed there was actually a rubbish bin outside the place, a rare sight in India. There was a little man who was actually an amputee, he only had one arm, who was working around about the restaurant, picking up rubbish and sweeping. It's amazing how everybody just seems to get on and work in India, regardless of their situation. They all seem to have an amazing work ethic, and they don't let a handicap be an obstacle to them working hard. Next we headed to a shopping mall, which actually looked very modern. You felt like you could have been inside a mall in Europe somewhere, except that the prices were really quite astounding. Around £2 for a t-shirt that back home would cost £10 or more. Another place to recommend, which was only a stone's throw from our hotel, the Taj Shawarma, is the Makhan Fish Bar. Apparently this restaurant was established around 1962. We also saw another shop closer to the Golden Temple, so there are at least 2 of the stores in the same chain. And apparently it was established in 1962, and second and third generation descendants are now running this fish bar, which I'm told is highly successful and famous, and even frequented by celebrities as far as I know. We are ushered upstairs, where we were treated to some amazing Punjabi fish and Punjabi tandoori chicken. I think these were their own speciality recipes, together with butter chicken and naan bread. And the grand total of the bill came to 2,130 rupees for 4 people. That's including lassis as well and a Coke, and that's maybe somewhere around, I don't know, 19, 20 pounds sterling. So yet another cheap meal in Amritsar, and tasty meal as well. When the owner, a Punjabi guy who's actually from Australia, asked me on the way out if I'd enjoyed my food, I said, put it this way, we'll be back. This evening we were invited to Vinay's house for dinner, and so we nipped into the town to buy a basket of fruit and took the opportunity to take the kids on an Indian rickshaw. After dinner at Vinay's, we gave the stray dogs outside some chicken bones. I wouldn't normally give dogs in the UK cooked chicken bones because they can splinter, but obviously in India this was a very welcome meal by the dogs, and as this is Vinay's family's habit, we gave the kids the opportunity to give the dogs the bones. We were then able to observe the dogs further on Vinay's CCTV system. Later on, we actually saw a whole herd of cows walk down the road. After dinner, Vinay's family took us for a short drive to the local gulab jamun and jalebi street shop. This was Indian hospitality at its finest, and we had a very memorable and enjoyable evening with the family.